Sheriff?
You need me in here, ma'am?
Potentially, give me 1 second. Something.
Yeah.
One second.
Bustin, pleasure.
What's up, big dog? How you doing today? You doing all well?
Good.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
No.
No, yeah, we saw what happened.
One thing at a time. Let me know after this, and then we'll see if I get pissed off on the start of my shift or not.
Well, I was actually just to hunt you down, Cider, so this is perfect.
Sweet. You want to do
Okay.
what you need me for on your behalf?
I just need to.
I think
well,
yeah. Go ahead.
Let's
Sheriff,
go
sorry.
start because we need to catch up from yesterday. Also, 1 second. Let me get Atticus to get everybody out of the station. They don't need to be hanging around like this.
Hey, baby.
How we doing,
Hey, make
Forte?
sure you get people cleared out of the station. I have to have a talk with the Rangers. I don't need people snooping.
I hate
All right,
Snoop.
thank you.
I'm doing good,
Unless
Barry. How
it's
you
Snoop
doing
Dogg,
today?
unless it's Snoop
well,
Dogg.
well, actually, I should give you the same answer. Not great.
Okay, we'll touch on that later. All right, Bustin. I heard there was a situation with Tinker yesterday. I'd like to hear your side.
Yeah. So we had about 7 officers, maybe 6 officers, responding to 2 gunfights, 2 gang-related gunfights, a PDM robbery, a bank robbery, and I think there was one more thing that was going on. So at this point, we have just shot down Chain Gang. We have transported them up from the tunnel system to Vespucci. And I have them broken off from Vespucci to go to a bank robbery with 1 other unit. We are in the bank robbery chase to then get about 437 shots fired calls from the airport. Then I had to break off of the bank robbery that had 2 units, the other chase that had 4 units, to go by myself to a mass cache. I get to the mass cache and I hear on radio a beautiful voice, a BCSO officer that was coming to assist. And let me tell you, Leanne, it was like I never heard Jesus' voice. But this individual, if I wish I remembered his name, it was like hearing the great Lord coming on the radio to come and help me. So he comes down to the airport. At this point, we have nobody around. We can't pursue these guys, so we're just grabbing dead bodies. We see these guys get shit on, then they get robbed. Then they would drive off. We grab the dead, robbed guy, put him in a car, and we would continue and follow in this gunfight and just doing that. We were portable EMS because the EMS were already on the gunfight between officers and Chain Gang, and the other EMSs were on the other mass cache that happened across the city. Meanwhile, during all this, the other group of officers, led by Croc, is getting annihilated by Chain Gang. That's a completely other thing happening on the TAC as well. So between 2 cars, we have 7 dead people. In a matter of everything I've just explained, I have Tinker spamming the 311. All BCSO up north. All BCSO up north. All BCSO up north. Had to have been put in the 311 north of 4, 5, 6 times. Not even exaggerating. Just kept putting it in, right? So, BCSO guy sitting right there next to me. We're getting everything established. We get to the hospital and he says, "Bustin, can I talk to you real quick?" I said, "Sure." He said, "Man, I don't know what to do. I'm currently trying to help you guys get these individuals medical, and I'm getting told by higher up to go back up north." And I said, "In no way, shape, and form should you be leaving dead people on the ground and going back up north to go and patrol. Nothing's happening up north at this point in time. There was no calls up here. There was no drug sales. There was no nothing. There's no sense in you being up north right now. Like, we need you here, and I appreciate you being here. Let me call Tinker and figure this out." So I called Tinker, and I said, "Tinker, why are you telling your BCSO officers?" And before I said officers, he starts snapping at me. "Well, the sheriff said that we need to be up north patrolling." I said, "Tinker, nobody has an issue with BCSO being up north where they belong patrolling. The city is burning. There's 30 officers around." Well, obviously 30's not enough, Tinker, because I have 2 officers involved with a gang-related shooting. Why would I be having this conversation with you if I didn't need the officer that I currently am utilizing in this situation? Like, why would I even be talking to you if I didn't need units. And he just kept popping and kept popping and kept popping. Wouldn't let me get a word out. I said, Tinker, I am your higher up. Why? You're not in charge of me, Bustin. I said, Tinker, what are you talking about? You're not in my department. I said, Tinker, I can send you off duty right now the same way Leanne can send a ranger off duty right now. We don't do it because we don't want to and it's not our department. It doesn't mean that we can't. Don't talk while I'm talking. Oh, you can't do nothing. The sheriff said we need to be up north. And it's like, I have, again, no problem with BCSO being up north and doing y'all's job. This has been a dream of both of ours. We've talked about this for months, and I'm happy that it's happening. But the problem with Tinker is the same problem with Tinker for the last year. He is a human epitome of a political opinion. He is far left or far right. There is no in between.
So succinct. I can't believe
there is no in between. It is every BCSO officer must remain up north no matter what is happening, or BCSO is not up north at all. And he's a hypocrite. Because then, like even today, I see BCSO up north getting slaughtered. He's down south cruising around. And it's just like, I am someone who likes, especially when it comes to, I know this isn't my department, but still it's frustrating for me having any officer of any department not knowing what they're doing because Tinker is throwing a fucking, my rank is something fit and demanding everyone up north all day long.
Yeah, I'll address that with him. Unfortunately, I've been starting my shifts a little later because I've been degenning a little too hard.
People got the spookies up here. That's just what's been going on.
Yeah, but I'll address that with him. Do we know who the deputy was? Because even the deputy should know that if you're on a scene, you don't need to pull off just to go up
He
north
knew.
and do nothing.
He knew, but again, it's like if you were doing something and Colt is telling you to go up north over and over and over and over and over again while you're trying to work, and it's just like, I felt bad for the guy. Like he's just trying to do something other than drive around in circles in Sandy.
You want to get active. You want to get involved.
There it is. And there was no ill intent. There was no fuck Tinker, I'm going to mess with them. Hell, I didn't even call the guy. The only reason I had a conversation with him is because you guys had an officer who didn't know if he could do his job because he is getting screamed at by a higher up to go up north for zero reason. There was no active calls up here, Leanne. There was no nothing. And the city was on fire.
To be 100% clear about my vision for the North is, yes, I want people up here, but I also recognize that sometimes there's dick all to do here, and I'm not going to prevent somebody to go down and attend a bank robbery with some friends. You know,
I know you
I'm
wouldn't.
not going to prevent that.
I know you wouldn't, and that's the problem. Whenever I have whenever I have Tinker doing this shit behind the badge of Leanne Cassidy, my sheriff is the only person who can tell me what to do and how to do it. And I'm sitting here like, Tinker, I'm not saying this because Bustin wants it or Bustin needs it. I'm saying it because the city needs it. Like, we need you guys down here, and you are trying to, like, no one can tell me what to do, and it's fucking up all of us.
Yeah, no, I'll address it for what it's worth. Before I even came and talked to you, when he was telling me his side, I said, I didn't say Bust. I said, Tinker, that's insubordination. He's equal to my rank. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I gave him the advice. I was like, he's like, well, what am I supposed to do when I'm being screamed at? I'm like, you just sit there and fucking take it. Then you take it to me, and then me and Forte will deal with the politics. But you take it.
Yeah.
Just talk to Tinker. And I said, have you tried to reach out?
Talk a little louder, Forte. I can't hear you very well.
So sorry. I just talked to Tink. And
thank you for the happy birthdays, guys.
I said, he basically said the exact same things. He said a whole bunch of shit was going on today. And I said, Tinker, it doesn't sound like it's a department to department problem. It sounds like you got a problem with Cider. And have you tried talking to Cider today? And he said, yeah, he ignored my call. And I said, maybe he was, busy. You should just walk up to him man to man and face to face. And he said, fuck that. I ain't doing that. No, I ain't doing it. And I said, if me and Sheriff step in, it's going to become a department to department thing. And that's the last thing me and Sheriff want. And Because her vision is the exact same.
Fatal,
vision
thank
as
you for the
mine,
7
and
months.
we're
Mario,
fully
thank you
on
for the
board
3
with it,
months.
And we don't want one person to another person just giving lip create this divide, you know?
Well, and again, like that's nobody wants that, including us as well. If anything, there's going to be a divide. It's going to be between all of us and LSPD with Croc. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like,
That's already
true.
started.
listen, it's
That's true. Amen.
the biggest thing that the problem with Tinker is again, like he has a one-track mind, and for the longest time, even whenever I was his chief, and you know, before, whenever he was trying to do the Ranger stuff, I try and talk to him, but why would I answer a phone call from Tinker to talk about anything if I know that if it goes south, he is going to pull a sheriff card, and then this conversation is going to have to happen because of it, you know? Like, all he had to do on even the phone call between me and him was go, you know what, Sider, you're right. We don't need him up north right now. All good. But it can't be that. His I don't even know if it's ego. It's not. It's just his pure stupidity and not being able to just go, you know what? I didn't see what was happening. My bad. He can't do that. At least not with me or Barry. Is that because he doesn't like us, you know, ripping him? Sure, maybe. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. I try, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need to have a probably bigger conversation, Forte, with him, because I've noticed him lately too. I'm actually concerned for him. I was thinking about this last night after I had clocked off and went home. That maybe we just need a bigger conversation with Tinker, because I do see him starting to spiral. And
He's starting to full send this.
because he was doing so good for a
north
while, like the
activity.
change and everything. And
I feel like if I would have said, well, I mean, today I said, you need to go face to face with Cider and just beef it out. It sounds like there's just beef, that the misunderstanding. You need to communicate. He doesn't need to communicate to you.
no, I just think it,
You know,
like Cider said, I think it comes down to ego. I think when he feels that he's getting chest puffed on, he has to puff his chest.
The problem
like
is
I even
Tinker's
had to
been
slap him down in
around.
the conversation.
The problem is Tinker's been around for a while, but Tinker, even whenever I was his boss, like he just continues to do this where, like you said, he'll be really good and you'll be like, okay, give him more responsibility, give him more purpose, give him more this, give him more that. And then he gets that, and instead of turning it into how can I utilize this to enable others and to progress everything, it is just this, only this is all I can think about all the time, and this is the only way things can happen, and he self-sabotages himself. And it's just like, man, if you would just listen to people, and to, you know, even if you think it should be this way, your sheriff told you it should be this way, there is different things that can happen that changes the outcome of whatever your opinion is.
Absolutely.
And he doesn't
We are
understand
unified
that.
Oh shit, who is that?
Not up here, south.
South.
I think
I mean,
it's a
still,
burger
that's pretty,
shot
that's
guy.
burger. Yeah, it is.
Shit.
Burger shot.
Yeah.
I can't
Everyone's
see
in
who
here
it
for
is.
payday. See if we can get some people down into the city to help them out. Looks like LSPD's occupied with whatever's happening in MRPD right now.
And again, like, you guys being up here doing, I mean, hell, we quite literally today was trying to find Mr. Kebun. Sure as shit, call goes off. BCSO is up here. BCSO gets there first. BCSO starts to chase with Mr. Kebun. We pick it up as it goes into the city. We change off their tack. We go back to our tack, and the chase begins. That was fucking awesome, and I loved it.
Did you get that?
I want that
shit.
shit.
Is the coolest thing.
I want one.
That's awesome, Bird.
We're trying to be serious.
No, it's not.
I
It's
got
going to cost me
distracted. I'm sorry. I haven't
$13,000. I didn't realize.
I'm focused
You
right
can't
now.
whip that shit out up here, okay? With that,
But
that's cool.
you know, I see that and I'm like, that's awesome. This is what we've wanted for months. Like, that's cool. But then again, the shoe's on the other foot. City's burning. We need people down there. And me and you having this conversation, I can't do this with Tink. I can't have this type of conversation with Tinker. I just can't.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I mean, because at the end of the day, we are a unified police department, and we do have a contract. That's what it comes down to, right? Not only just a contract, but our word given to each other that we will help each other in times of need. And when the city's burned like that, we gotta go down there. And
Hell, when the BCSO officer died, who was the first one to say, anything you need from my department, take it.
Yeah.
You know, and I want it to stay that way. But if I mean, hell, we had a situation where people were breaking off from a chase because it went up north because of the way Tinker is doing Tinker things. Now the running joke right now is what, Barry? What's the running joke?
That everyone, you got to remain in their jurisdiction and don't go out of it. We can't come up here to help you guys. They can't come down there to help us.
Barry, pretty aggressively, and I took it as you guys just fucking with him.
100%.
But he pitched it to me as a legitimate issue.
But that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
How many times did that happen? A singular time. Why did that happen? Because he did that exact same thing that yesterday twice. The BCSO officers off of chases. So of course he's going to get it back, but then that's the issue. He gets the same shit that he dishes, he then receives, and he has a problem with it. Leanne, imagine every single time Cole Cassidy fucked with you, then you fucked with Cole Cassidy, and Cole Cassidy had a mental breakdown. You can't operate like that.
I mean, every day.
Yeah, I give him a breakdown pretty often, to be fair.
True.
But I mean, that's just sibling shit. No, but I think you're a lot like, speaking of Colt, a lot like Colt in that you just give somebody their same taste of medicine.
100%.
And they don't realize that it's happening.
You cook and you better taste it.
There it is.
Exactly.
If you're gonna bitch somebody out, expect me to bitch you out as well.
100%.
You should see the fucking headache man's been giving.
I mean, Bird gave me a binky the other day.
Shut the fuck up, Bird.
Yeah, I saw that picture, Leanne.
Listen, okay, let me just clear this up.
Looks pretty bad.
It is propaganda. It's not what it looked like. I know what it looked like. It's been explained to me what it looks like. I didn't
Wait a
understand
second, are you urban again?
No.
Oh, Barry, you haven't seen?
No,
There was
absolutely
no
not.
herb up here in the BCSO. Absolutely
what
not.
What happened is Riker played a prank on him and glued him to the fucking seat in the car, and we couldn't get out of the car.
Ass to seat.
Ass to seat, back to seat. Okay, and he couldn't get out of the car to
Wait,
attend.
what happened with Meadows?
He was stuck.
Dude, Mac got his hands behind his head like he's going to die.
Did Meadows get a big promotion?
That is not the case. He was scratching his face.
It's just a communication problem.
And then Riker takes his fucking picture.
Captain!
Hey,
Nice.
have you shown Bustin in the training grounds yet?
Exactly.
She needs to get her nose out of shit.
I was just trying to help somebody out of the
Fucking
kindness of
LSPD.
my heart, which is something that.
Did you guys see we're getting sued together?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
we are.
that. I saw that.
What the fuck?
How could you guys spike people on the highway, Leanne?
Oh, you
Fucking here, you spiked me.
We need to
I'm
Cobra.
taking to run your ass
Don't
over.
say motherfuckers. Cobra was there. Cobra was there like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, he
Oh, I
was.
think he was geeky as shit.
I'll
he
tell
was.
you
I bet he
this:
enjoyed that.
I
will take
think
the
it was like one of us. It might have been Cobra. I think it might have been all of us. We laid spikes. I think we probably hit about 7 cars in one batch of spikes. It was
Shit.
incredible. But
Hey,
Yeah,
have
the
you
fact
shown,
that they're
have you
suing
shown
for
Bustin in the training grounds yet,
$100,000
Liam?
for emotional damage is actually
only heard
ludicrous when
rumors of
tires
this.
only cost $25 each.
But that's the problem, Leanne. That's the problem. These people can't just go to court for 10, 15, 20 grand. They have to go for $180,000. Like, what are we doing?
They tried to sue my
to
department
give this to you
over a
before they're
cadet
fat boy.
telling someone to get out of
Thank
the
you, brother.
lobby, and they were trying to sue for $100,000 in emotional damages, and the courts basically told them to stop being a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid.
Oh no, I'll address it because it is something that I've been noticing too. I just haven't been as much on the same shift as Tinker to really rein it in, and I think that's part of the problem. Is
A lot of shit
I
was
think-
brought up to me, actually. It might be important just to air it out here. I've been told by deputies that were in fear of getting their ass whooped by us if they go south. I said, I don't know who's saying
No.
that's news to me. If that's the mentality, snuff it out. This was coming from Bane, by the
It
way.
is the
He was
mentality.
expressing-
It is. And I recognize that mentality. And I know Leanne more than I know a lot of people. I mean, we have done this shit together now going on fucking 1.5 years, 2 years. I've known you. I've known your cousins. I've known all of it, you know? And it's just, it's frustrating because I know that what you guys want to do, I back it 100%. But whenever it's being done the wrong way, and I try and address it, it gets, you can't do anything to me. You can't do anything to me. I'm with BCSO. Just like, man, do I really have to fucking fire you on the MDT to make a point? I don't want to do that. But
I made that incredibly clear to him. I
hand.
think he's incredibly understanding of that now.
Good.
Because I told him, I said next time like I will have his back as much as I can, but at the same time, when he's out of line, he's out of line, and that's just that simple. Like chain of command matters. Period. Doesn't matter what department you're in.
There it is.
You are owed the respect of your rank. Point blank. Period.
And that's what I said. That's what I said to him. I said, if he fired you, guess what? Then I'll go talk to him about, hey, why'd you fire Tinker? As simple as that. It's just, but it seems like he's just frustrated with the world, and I don't know. It's confusing almost.
He's a great guy.
It's an enlightening conversation.
Yeah, I mean, he has really good qualities. I want to make that incredibly clear.
He's a hard worker.
Tinker, when he is good, he is good.
Yeah.
But then he gets like this, and then I don't. We just gotta, I think, rein him back in and figure out what the actual issue is and what's going on. And then he's also like being kicked out of MRPD by Croc, and then CG literally hunting him down every goddamn day. Literally gunned him down yesterday. I said, get out of there, because I saw the chrome helicopter, but they were already on him by the time I got there. And it was too late. They had taken off before I could start shooting.
Yeah, and that was my thing to him too. It's like he just 4 days ago, the guy got 3 cars stolen, all while in the city.
Oh my god!
And he's telling, "Oh, Harmony got fucking captain.
Oh, look at
awesome."
that. Oh my gosh, she's come so far. I'm so proud of her.
Hey,
captain.
The amount of shit I got for letting her go. The amount of shit I got. Look where she is now. My goodness.
No, I loved that. Love that. I think it also helped to get her away from certain people that I think were doing her pretty bad.
Agreed. Completely. But hey, Bustin's the bad guy. You know how that goes.
Bustin, it's your birthday?
It is. It is.
Happy birthday.
my God, he's
I didn't know. I would have got you
that.
something.
Oh, it's all right.
Hey,
You know what?
now
You
that
can
I
eat
can
for
say
free.
this for
42 on
the 100th time, have you shown him the training grounds yet?
No, do you
Training
want to see him?
grounds.
Yeah.
Since
I haven't even
you're going to
seen-
have the Rangers come in, right? Do you want that for the academies?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, okay. Let's
What,
hit up
Thursday,
up
10
the grape
a.m.?
seed. Yeah, it's going to be Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.
More like 12. Come on, babe.
I was texting Meadows. I said, damn, that ass just got a little bit fatter.
Jesus Christ, Barry.
Hey, you're such an HR nightmare, goddamn.
No, me and Meadows go back. He knows that thing's dumpy.